Naomi, you said you're going out for dinner with your friends today, right? Can you cancel that?
What? What are you talking about all of a sudden? I can't just cancel my plans.
Well, my mom said that since we're engaged, we should prioritize spending more time together.
I understand that, but I've had this dinner planned with my friends for a long time. I can't just change it at the last minute.
I'd like you to take what my mom said more seriously. Don't you think you're lacking awareness as my fiancé? If you keep prioritizing your friends even though we're engaged, have you thought about what people might think?
Who exactly are you talking about? I don't think anyone cares about something like that.
Relatives, co-workers, and even my mom. They might think you don't care about your family, you know?
I can't understand that way of thinking. Why is it such a bad thing to simply have dinner with friends?
I'm not saying it's bad, but in my family, there's this important thing called image.
Image, huh? Does that mean I have to let you control all my plans and actions just to protect it?
It's not about control. We're engaged, so we should be compromising with each other.
If compromise is what you're asking for, then start by discussing things with me. Being told to cancel without any prior discussion feels more like a command.
But if my mom says this is the right thing to do, isn't it safe to trust her judgment?
So, does that mean your mom decides everything for us?
We should at least consider her opinion. She's experienced, and I don't think trusting her would hurt.
Even if she's experienced, that doesn't justify dictating my actions or lifestyle.
So you're saying we should just ignore what my mom says? I can't accept that.
It's not about accepting or rejecting. I just want my own thoughts and decisions to be respected too. Isn't that what being engaged is about?
Fine. But I really don't want to disappoint my mom.
Why is your mom's opinion so important to you? We're the ones getting married, aren't we?
Yeah, but you can't just ignore the opinions of family. My mom is saying this because she genuinely wants us to be happy.
If she truly cares about my happiness, then I think she should start by listening to me.
So you're really not going to cancel your plans with your friends?
Of course not. I'm not going to change plans I made myself so easily.
Alright, I get it. Naomi, how did things go on your end? Over here, I've already informed the manager and team leader about it.
Oh, Isaac. I told them too. They were pretty surprised, but their reactions were hilarious. And did you make sure to tell them that we work for the same company?
Of course I did. They were shocked, but also super curious. They laughed and said, "What are the chances of that happening?"
Right? We were just as surprised when we first found out too. I mean, how did we not notice, even though we work at the same company?
Well, our departments, the building we work in, and even our tasks are completely different.
True. But who knows, maybe we'll run into each other at work someday. Should I start hoping for a random coincidence?
No, I don't think I'll ever have a reason to visit your workplace. I'm in the security department. I'm stuck with PC work all day and never go out.
I see. Well, I occasionally visit other buildings though. I doubt I'll have a reason to go to your department, but still.
If you do, send me a message on WhatsApp. If the timing's right, we could grab lunch together at the cafeteria or something.
True, right? Each building's cafeteria probably has a different vibe, so it sounds kind of fun to check out.
Our cafeteria, though, it's got zero style. Feels like an old school diner. The food's not bad, but still.
Oh, really? The cafeteria in my building was renovated 2 years ago, and now it looks super trendy, like a cafe. They even have a wide menu, and desserts too.
What? No way. That's so nice. Our building is old, and the cafeteria has this dim, outdated vibe. It's like stepping into the 70s or something. I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, and I heard that the department heads are pretty close. Apparently, they even go fishing together sometimes.
Back when they first joined, they were both in sales, I heard. Now they're in totally different departments, though.
Yeah, and my department head said he'd come to our wedding.
Mine's coming too. Should we have them do the speeches? We really need to settle on a wedding date soon.
First, we need to decide on the venue. What venue do you think would be a good choice? There are so many options, it's hard to choose.
Before that, shouldn't we pick the date of the marriage registration? I think Christmas would be perfect.
Christmas is nice, but I feel like it'd be a waste if it overlaps with a big event like that.
A waste? What do you mean?
I mean, Christmas is Christmas, and a wedding anniversary is a wedding anniversary. Wouldn't it be nice to celebrate each one separately?
Oh, come on. Wouldn't it be fine to combine them? If we go with Christmas, there's no way I'd forget our anniversary.
Well, I wouldn't forget our anniversary no matter what day we choose. Even if we can't celebrate it every year, I'd like to enjoy anniversaries and events together as much as possible. It keeps things fresh, you know?
Oh, but wait. How about Valentine's Day? All I'd normally do is give you chocolates anyway. If Valentine's became our wedding anniversary, it'd be hard to forget.
That sounds like a good idea. But Valentine's Day is still 6 months away. Can you wait that long? The wedding might even happen sooner.
I'm totally fine with that. We can always register the marriage after the wedding, right?
There's no set order, so it should be fine. Although our parents might have something to say about it.
I don't think my parents would mind. They're pretty laid-back people.
Really? Even your mom?
Yeah, she's not the type to interfere much. She'll probably just tell us to do whatever we want.
Are you sure? Does that mean we can decide on the venue ourselves? And things like whether I'll wear a dress or go with traditional attire? What about the date? Shouldn't we at least check with her?
It's fine, seriously. My mom isn't the kind of person who gets caught up in details like that. She's more of a do whatever makes you happy kind of person. So I think we can take it easy.
Really? But you know, with things like this, you never really know until they actually happen.
Wait, did you think my mom was the nagging type? I'd be pretty upset if you had that impression.
No, not at all. I just got a little worried after hearing some stories from friends who've already gotten married. Some of them had huge fights with their mothers-in-law over wedding plans. Hearing stuff like that makes me a bit nervous.
Ah, the classic mother-in-law and daughter-in-law drama. But honestly, you don't need to worry about that with my family. My mom is super kind and really supportive of us.
You're right. Hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. Alright, let's go with Valentine's Day for the marriage registration. It feels special and I think it's a great idea.
Yes. Valentine's Day it is for the big date. There's no way I'll ever forget this anniversary now. But next, we need to figure out the venue. If we don't decide soon, all the good ones might get booked up. What kind of wedding do you want to have? Just thinking about it is getting me so excited. Hey, Naomi. There's something I've been wondering about for a while.
Isaac, what's up?
Yeah, so when are you planning to quit your job? I mean, it seems like you're still working. Are you planning to keep working until the end of the year or something?
What are you talking about? You're bringing this up so suddenly, I don't even know what you mean.
Well, you're going to quit eventually, right? I mean, it's just normal to prioritize the home once you're married. Isn't that how it usually works?
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by that? Why are you saying it like it's just a given? I never said anything about quitting my job. In fact, I've been planning to keep working.
But isn't it normal to quit once you're married?
What exactly are you basing this normal on? Sounds more like an outdated way of thinking to me.
Women are supposed to become housewives when they get married, right? I mean, my mom said she quit her job when she got married.
That was your mom's choice, wasn't it? Just because she did doesn't mean I have to follow the same path. I want to keep building my career now and in the future.
Wait, you're planning to keep working even after getting married? Honestly, I don't really get that. Why not just become a housewife? Even my mom asked if you'd hang up your work shoes after getting married. She wanted to know when, and I didn't even know how to respond.
Wait a second. Why is this conversation happening behind my back? I've never been consulted about this, not even once. I've always planned for us to be a dual-income household, and I can't accept that being dismissed without my input.
Dual income? Isn't that kind of pointless? With our combined income, we'd be fine even if you didn't work. Wouldn't it be more efficient to prioritize the household?
Then why don't you quit your job and take care of the household? Nowadays, there are more and more stay-at-home husbands.
No way! A man staying home and doing housework? That's so lame. People would totally make fun of me for that.
That's rude. You owe an apology to all the stay-at-home spouses out there. You're clearly looking down at stay-at-home wives yourself. Yet you're saying it's fine if I become one?
Women are allowed to be stay-at-home spouses. Men aren't.
That makes no sense.
It's just the way it is.
So, just because I'm a woman, I have to quit my job? Not every woman becomes a housewife after getting married, you know? Besides, I love my job. I'm working on some major projects right now, and I can't just up and leave.
There are plenty of people who can replace you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, everyone assumes women quit their jobs after marriage. Even your boss is probably expecting it. The moment you announced your engagement, they were likely preparing for your resignation. They probably already have someone lined up. Like one of your junior colleagues.
Sure, someone else can do the job. But you don't know if they can achieve the same results I've been delivering.
You're so full of yourself.
When have I ever been full of myself?
If I did it, the results would be the same. Actually, it might turn out better if you weren't involved. You're just getting cocky because you've had a little success.
Cocky? Me? How?
Thinking the job won't function without you, that's how.
And wanting to achieve results at work, is that such a bad thing? I have just as much ambition as anyone else, you know.
Don't you get that there's a difference in income between men and women? Even if it's equal now, that gap is only going to grow over time.
What?
In the long run, it's better for me to keep working. Women may achieve success, but there's a limit.
Are you saying women can't succeed? Are you trying to pick a fight?
Just look at the higher-ups at our company. They're all men. It's obvious, isn't it? There's no way a woman like you can keep climbing the ladder. Face reality. Hey, I'm saying this for your sake, you know?
How is this for my sake?
Women need to have kids and raise them while they're still young. If you wait too long, pregnancy and parenting get a lot harder. I don't want you to regret it later.
I'll regret it more if I quit my job now. Why should only women have to make sacrifices? In this day and age of gender equality, saying something like that is ridiculous. I can't accept it.
Naomi, don't be so selfish.
Selfish? The one being selfish here is you. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm going back to work. Hey, Isaac. What the hell is going on? What do you think you're doing behind my back?
Oh, Naomi. You seem upset. What's wrong?
I heard from my boss. You came to my department earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. We're getting married, right? So it's only natural that you'd quit your job. Oh, and I've decided on a new home.
Did you seriously submit a resignation letter on my behalf?
Yeah, I decided that with my mom.
I told you over and over that I'm not quitting. How could you do something so selfish and unilateral? And this new home? What are you even talking about? You never mentioned anything like that to me.
We're moving next month, so make sure you pack your things.
Moving? What are you talking about? I haven't been told anything about this.
It's obvious we'd move after getting married, right? That's just common sense. Besides, the current apartment is way too small to raise kids in, don't you think?
Kids? That has nothing to do with this right now. Even so, deciding everything on your own is completely ridiculous. Why didn't you even bother to talk to me about it? Were you even planning to consider my opinion in the first place?
Well, Naomi, all you do is complain, right? Things never move forward, so my mom and I just decided everything quickly. We even went to check out the place together, so don't worry. She looked at everything from a homemaker's perspective, so it's a perfect choice.
Excuse me? Wait a minute. Are you telling me the two of you made this decision without me?
Yeah. If I asked you, you'd just keep going back and forth, and we'd never reach a decision, so I thought this was faster. Besides, lately you've been in such a bad mood, I couldn't even talk to you properly. Even when I wanted to bring it up, it was impossible.
That's because everything you bring up is about ignoring my opinions. Telling me I need to quit my job and become a housewife, or saying I'll never succeed in my career? How do you expect me to have a calm conversation with you? And about your mom, you said she wasn't the interfering type at first, but just look at what's happening now. Do you really think she's not overstepping? She's meddling in everything. This is the definition of overstepping.
Hey, don't badmouth my mom. She's been working hard to help us out for our own good. She's making sure everything goes smoothly for our wedding. And you should be grateful for that.
Helping us? How exactly? All I see is her ignoring my wishes and making decisions without me. You and your mom deciding everything together like this is completely selfish. Honestly, I'd never thought I'd be this disappointed in both of you. I'll make sure to withdraw that resignation letter. There's no way I'm letting you and your mom ruin my career.
Wait, are you seriously planning to keep working? My mom's already fed up with your attitude. What are you going to do if she starts disliking you? That'll only hurt you in the long run.
Bring it on. I have absolutely no interest in being liked by a mother-in-law who tries to control my life. In fact, tell her she's welcome to be as disappointed as she wants. Because I'm equally disappointed in her. The way she's stomping all over my life is completely out of line.
Hey, talking about my mom like that is incredibly disrespectful. As a daughter-in-law, it's your duty to respect your mother-in-law. Don't you understand something so basic?
If you want to be respected, then act like someone worthy of respect. That goes for your mom and you too. I'll only respect someone who earns it through their actions. If they don't, then it's not happening.
I'm the kind of guy who takes immediate action, you know? That's why I'm so good at what I do. Honestly, you should be thanking me. I emailed your boss, by the way. Told him to hurry up and get you to quit.
What? Isaac, what are you doing? What on earth made you think this was okay?
Man, Naomi, you're such a handful as a fiancé. Do I really have to explain everything to you step by step?
How do you even know my boss's email address? Normally, there's no way you'd have access to that.
Oh, I just happened to come across it. It was pure coincidence, you know? You don't need to overthink it.
Coincidence? That's impossible. Did you hack into my computer or something? Isaac, you're in the security department. If you wanted to, it would be easy for you, wouldn't it? If you really did that, it's a complete abuse of your position, and it's absolutely unacceptable.
I didn't hack anything. Come on, don't make me out to be the bad guy here. I just peeked at your PC at home, that's all. It was enough, so there was no need to hack anything.
You peeked at my computer? That's already bad enough, but for the record, I never brought my work PC home. When exactly did you do this? If you're telling the truth, you should be able to give me a specific date, right?
How could I remember something that specific? It was quite a while ago though. Anyway, that's not the point here. The important thing is, I didn't hack anything. Oh, and by the way, you don't need to go to work tomorrow. I already told your boss you're quitting today.
You went directly to my boss? Isaac, are you out of your mind? I can't believe this. You have no right to make decisions like that for me. Your actions are beyond absurd, and I'm sure my boss is completely appalled. If anyone owes an apology at work, it's you. Unbelievable.
If your boss fires you, won't that make you finally give up on working? I did you a favor, Naomi. You won't find many fiancés who care this much about their partner's future.
Care? Seriously? I've told you over and over that I'm not quitting. What gives you the authority to do something like this? Who do you think you are?
I'm your future husband, that's who.
Not anymore. This engagement is over.
What? What are you talking about?
You've done whatever you wanted without any regard for me. I've lost all desire to marry you. I've also seen the true colors of you and your mom.
Didn't you love me?
I've been over it for a long time. Isaac, I thought I'd be kind enough to share some breaking news with you.
Huh? What's that?
I figured it's better for you to know sooner rather than later. You might be getting fired. The incident from the other day has turned into a massive problem at the company. Every single thing you've done has piled up. And now it seems like there's no way for you to talk your way out of it.
What? There's no way something like that could happen. You're talking about the resignation letter thing, right? There's no way I'd get fired over something like that. I mean, all I did was have a little chat with your boss. It's ridiculous that it's blown up into this.
Sure, that was bad, but that's not the biggest issue. The real problem is that you hacked into my PC.
I told you I didn't hack anything. All I did was take a peek. I only saw your boss's email address by glancing at your computer, remember?
Peeked? You shouldn't even have had the opportunity to do that. So how do you explain it? Something's not adding up. That's why I thought something was off and reported you to my boss. That's what started all of this. My boss contacted your superior and now there's a detailed investigation. It seems like the whole company is involved.
Wait. Hold on a second. I didn't think it would escalate to this level.
Well, they found traces of hacking from your work PC to mine. This isn't just some petty issue or misunderstanding. It's a serious breach of professional conduct. My computer contains client lists and highly sensitive files. Do you even realize what could happen if that data were leaked? If there had been any breach, it could have damaged the reputation of the entire company. Do you understand the gravity of what you've done?
I didn't leak anything to anyone. I just wanted to know more about you, Naomi, that's all. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. I was just curious what you were up to, that's it.
So you admit it, you did snoop. Why don't you just be honest about your motives? What did you want? Was it because you didn't trust me? Or were you just invading my privacy out of sheer curiosity?
My mom told me to do it. She said I should thoroughly check out my fiancé before getting married. She wanted me to make sure you weren't cheating or anything. She's overly cautious, so I did it just in case.
Ridiculous. The fact that you actually listened to that and acted on it shows how absurd you are. Do you even realize how foolish it is to destroy the trust of your fiancé like this?
I'm sorry. But you've been going out with your boss for drinks pretty often, and I started to feel uneasy. It just made me want to check. It wasn't that I thought you were cheating. I was just worried, that's all.
Are you serious? It's completely normal to go out for drinks with your boss or co-workers. What's the big deal? The fact that you crossed the line into breaching company policies just to investigate is unacceptable. Do you even understand how serious what you did is?
I'm really truly sorry. I don't even know what to say anymore. I regret everything.
If you went so far as to investigate me, then why didn't you also check how I'm evaluated within the company?
What? What do you mean by that?
I don't mean to brag, but I'm considered a top-performing employee. I was the one who led a major project that saved the company's future. And recently, the company has started to recognize the lack of women in management positions. I'm actually being considered as the first female manager candidate.
Wait, seriously? I had no idea.
Well, it's not really any of your business, is it? After all, you're about to lose your job, and soon we'll be strangers.
Wait. Please, Naomi, I'm begging you. I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I completely lost my way. Please don't call off the engagement. I'm sincerely apologizing. Please, find it in your heart to forgive me. I'll do whatever it takes to make this right.
Whatever it takes, huh? Then can you please give me back my time and the faith I put in you? I'm so glad I didn't rush into marriage with you. Finding out your true colors before getting married was a blessing. But please, don't involve yourself in my life anymore. Well then, Isaac, goodbye. It was no shocker that Isaac was let go right away when they found out about his policy violations. At first, he protested loudly, claiming it was a misunderstanding. But when the company presented concrete evidence, he was left speechless. Regarding the broken engagement, Isaac initially clung to me, persistently begging for forgiveness. However, I completely ignored him, and eventually he gave up. I filed for damages, took the case to court, and won decisively. Isaac was left with an enormous debt to pay off. He could no longer maintain his lifestyle and began working multiple part-time jobs. On top of that, his mother was so shocked by the incident that she collapsed, leading to a long hospital stay. After being discharged, she required long-term care, which Isaac had to take on entirely. Having never done any household tasks before, he is now overwhelmed with both caregiving and housework. He no longer has the freedom to go out and have fun, and his former friends gradually distance themselves from him. I heard he's been looking for a new job to repay his debts. But his dismissal reasons have spread throughout the industry, and no company is willing to hire him. In the end, he settled for part-time jobs at construction sites and night cleaning shifts. Rumors say he now lives a meager life, exhausted and isolated. As for his mother, she has been criticized by those around her and blamed for having spoiled such a son. Now, she barely has any interactions with her neighbors. Meanwhile, I've been pouring my energy into work, encouraged by my boss and colleagues. Recently, I was entrusted with leading a new project, and I'm enjoying a fulfilling and productive life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.